Are you looking for a great way to plan and organize your meals for the week? I've got the perfect solution and you can make it with your Cricut. In this video, I'll show you how easy it is to make your own chalkboard menu sign. For this project, you'll need a large chalkboard, and mine measured about 23 inches by 17 inches. You'll need white vinyl, transfer tape, your scraper, weeding tool, your Cricut, a cutting mat, and the cut file. So grab your supplies and head over to your computer. The first thing we need to do is grab the SVG file we'll be using for this project. You can get it for free on my blog at burtonavenue.com. I keep all the SVG files for the projects I make and share in this free SVG library. These files will work with all kinds of cutting machines and they're free to everyone. Once you're on my site, just click on Free SVG Files and then Free SVG Library. You will need a password to get into the library, and there are instructions on the screen if you need to get one. Once you're in the library, you can search for the file Menu. It will either be listed under the most recent projects and cut files or under the Everyday category. You can also use your browser search to find it. I've also added the unique code BA1430 after the file name to make finding this file a little bit easier. Once you've found the file, go ahead and click on it, and the file will be downloaded onto your computer. When you download these files online, they come in a zipped folder, and they'll need to be extracted or unzipped before you can use them in Cricut Design Space. To do this, you'll want to go to the location where downloaded files are saved onto your computer. Once you're there, look for that zipped folder that we just downloaded, and then double-click it. A new window will open, and somewhere you should see the option to extract or unzip. Click on that, and another window will open up. And this will show you the destination where the unzipped files will be saved onto your computer. You need to remember this location because you'll have to get to it once you're in Cricut Design Space. So now go ahead and click on Extract, and those files will be unzipped and they're now ready to use in Design Space. So let's head over to Cricut Design Space and start a new project. Once you're on the Canvas screen, go ahead and click on the Upload button, and then Upload Image, and then click on Browse. And now you'll want to go to the location where those unzipped files were saved onto your computer. Once you're inside of that unzipped folder, you should see several different file types listed. And we're going to be using the SVG. Now sometimes the SVG will actually show up as a Chrome HTML document or Microsoft Edge HTML document. So if you don't see SVG in this list of files, be sure to look for one of those instead. So go ahead and click on that file and then click Open. Make sure it's the design that you want to work with and then click Save. Select the design one more time and click Insert Images. And now the design will appear on your Canvas screen. So the next thing that we're going to do is create a rectangle that is the same size as our chalkboard. And this will just help us to resize the design so that it will look good on our finished project. So go ahead and click on Shapes and then choose Square. And then go unlock the padlock and put in the dimensions of your chalkboard sign. And then so you can see everything on your screen, go down and click on the minus sign. And with the rectangle still selected, click on Arrange and Send to Back. And that will just allow us to see this design in front of the rectangle. And so now we can resize it until it looks good on that rectangle. When you're happy with the size, select both the rectangle and the design and click Align and choose Center Horizontally. And now we're just going to add some alignment guides to help make applying this design to our chalkboard a little easier. It will help us to center it and make sure it's straight without using a ruler. So we're just going to create a few skinny lines to create these alignment guides. So click on Shapes and Square and go up and change the color so you can see it a little bit better. Then click on the padlock and resize this square so it's a long skinny rectangle. And then you'll want to make a copy of that. And the first one can go down here, and you'll want to match it up with the left and bottom edge of that rectangle. And then you'll need to rotate this one 90 degrees and match it up with the top left edge of the rectangle. And now we're going to create two more small rectangles to add here on the left and here on the bottom. Okay, now our alignment guides are in place. We can select this big rectangle and delete it. Now we want to attach these rectangles with the circles and these rectangles with the menu design. But you'll notice if you click on the menu portion of the design, it selects the entire design. So we need to right click and choose Ungroup, and then you can select the menu and those two upper rectangles and right click and choose Attach, and then do the same thing down here at the bottom. So now these are one group and these are one group, and we can finally send the design to our Cricut to cut. So click on the green Make It button, and this will just give us a warning that our design is too big to cut on a regular 12-inch mat. So click on OK, and then you'll see down here that we need to use a 12-inch by 24-inch mat. And you can also scroll down and see how the design will look on the cutting mat. I am going to just select this portion and scoot it over just a little bit so that they're not so close when we cut them out. Okay, and now we can click on Continue. Once Design Space finds your Cricut, you'll be taken to this screen. Make sure that your dial is set to vinyl, and then you can go load your mat. So place a piece of white vinyl on a 12-inch by 24-inch cutting mat. Smooth it down and then load it into your Cricut by pressing the up and down arrow button. Once your Cricut is ready to cut, you'll see the C button light up. Press that and the machine will begin cutting. Once everything has been cut, you can press the up and down arrow button again to unload your mat. Remove the vinyl from the cutting mat and you can trim off any unused portion of the vinyl. Then weed away the excess vinyl. You can use your weeding tool to pull out any of the small pieces inside of the letters. Once everything is weeded, you'll need to apply the transfer tape. I like to place my transfer tape sticky side up on my work surface and then place the vinyl on top. Rub firmly over the entire design with your scraper and then trim off the excess transfer tape and vinyl backing. You'll want to trim right along the edges of those alignment guides so they can sit right on the edge of your chalkboard sign. Then grab the menu portion of your design and flip it over and carefully pull off the vinyl backing. Then put the vinyl backing back on so just the alignment guides are exposed. Place those alignment guides right along the top and left edge of your chalkboard sign. Now carefully pull off the vinyl backing. Make sure that left edge guide stays in place. You'll have to lift up part of the top guide to remove the backing, but you just want to make sure that that left edge does not move. Now slowly press your vinyl onto your chalkboard. You'll want to hold the right edge of the design up while you start pressing down on the left side. Rub firmly over the design with your scraper and then carefully pull off the transfer tape. You can also pull off those alignment guides. Now we'll do the same thing with the bottom portion of the design. This time you'll match up those alignment guides with the left and bottom edges of your chalkboard. Once the vinyl's in place, you can pull off the vinyl backing, rub over the design again, and then carefully pull off your transfer tape. Remove those remaining alignment guides, and that's all there is to this project. Now you have a great way to plan and organize your menu for the week. I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you want to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe so you'll get notified each time I post a new video.